Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive here with an end around.
Check three.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Watch the boot.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Come on. Run to the ball. We got a runner.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready. 15 lining. 59. Let him know.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Even. Hatch it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
You ready? Check. 48's the mic. Ready to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. We're scoreless after 1. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Here's Thomas. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, and that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
That's it, baby. That's it. Let's go now. 45, 60 out low. Check. 45's the mic. Rabbit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. It's caught by Mark Ingram and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Here we go. 40 set. 18 Gator. 65. Gone.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it too deep? Is it
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Okay, the mic, right, the mic. No chance.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check, 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 check. Begin. Check, 45's the mic. Check.
After the interception, here's Jackson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10.
That's the way.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
66, bullet, half. 45's the mic, 45's the mic. Here we go, here we go. Ball trot.
On second and goal, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Seth Roberts, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
We play to win. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Gun. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Hey, white. Slam.
On first down, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Allen Bailey, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Allen Bailey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Check, 48's the mic. Let's go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now Ryan on first down. He completes it to Jones. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So the first connection there, Ryan to Jones, and certainly a big reason they're losing on the scoreboard.
As they go as a connection, it appears so goes the team. And they need to be on the same page, in sync. And they really wish it could have been earlier in the game. Now they've got some ground to make up.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jalen Ferguson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Ryan, it's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, orbit.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's go now. 45. 60 out low. 45. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Get ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Watch the safety creep.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch the screen.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch out. Alert flare. Alert flare.
51, sub.
Check 90.
51.
99.
On 2nd and 15 now. Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Pick it. Ready? Fires the mic. Record. Strong left. Strong left. Let's go. Put it ready. Man up, D. Man up, D.
Shreds the tackle. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Get up. Wait. Let him go.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Ready. Say 25.
57 to Mike. Watch the
Base.
Watch the pass.
Ready to go.
Throwing now is Ryan. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm here all day.
Ingram again. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
They don't want it.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. This is more where I came from.
Throwing now is Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Kill.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jihad Ward in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.
I'm coming for you.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens